Welcome to our city. I'm Alonzo Jones, sitting in for Mayor Chris Bowich. And here's what's going on this week around our city. On Tuesday, November 17th through Friday, November 21st, Mayor Bowich will attend the New Jersey League of Municipalities 94th Annual Conference in Atlantic City. This year, the event is entitled Teamwork, A Bridge to Brighter Horizons. The annual conference is the largest gathering of public officials in America. And this year, thousands of delegates will have the opportunity to attend educational sessions and workshops dealing with land use and housing, public health, economic development, public safety, taxation, budgeting, and much, much more. For more information, visit the League of Municipalities website, which is www.njslom.com. On Saturday, November 21st at 3 o'clock, Mayor Bowich will attend the African American Youth Essay and Oratorical Contest at the New Zion Baptist Church, located at 800-822 Flora Street. All of the youth who submitted essays will be recognized, and winners of the oratorical contest will be asked to make presentations. For more information, please call 908-220-1401 or 908-353-4068. Following that event at 7 p.m., Mayor Bowich will join members of the Portuguese Leos Club in celebrating their 13th anniversary. The Elizabeth Portuguese Leos Club is a nonprofit organization that influences city youth to volunteer in their community and is sponsored by the Elizabeth Portuguese Instructive Club. The event will feature food, music, and entertainment. The celebration will be held at the Portuguese Instructive Club, located on Grove Street and US 1 and 9 in Elizabeth. For more information, call 908-355-1222. Later that evening at 8 p.m., Mayor Bowich will join members of the Puerto Rican Society of Elizabeth in their annual gala celebration. The event will feature music, dinner, and entertainment. Also, the Puerto Rican Society will be honoring Assemblywoman Annette Quijano. For more information or to purchase tickets, call Jose Cuevas at 908-353-0722. On Saturday, November 22nd at 8 p.m., Mayor Bowich will join members of the Puerto Rican Society of Elizabeth in their annual gala, which will take place at the Galloping Hill Caterers and Union. The event will feature music, dinner, and much more. For more information, call 908-353-0722. For more information on these or other events, please call the Office of Information at 908-820-4124. Joining me today to talk about the holiday season of the Jersey Gardens Mall is the Marketing Director, Crystal Stell from the Jersey Gardens Mall. How are you?
Hi, great, thank you.
Welcome, happy holidays to you.
You too.
I enjoy sitting and talking with you because you are a ball of fun.
Oh, well, thank you. It's fun to be back.
So how was the 11th Annual Magical Night of Giving?
It was a great night. This was our 11th year. This year we raised about $31,000 for our local charities, and so far in the past 11 years we've raised about $600,000. So by all accounts it was a huge success for us.
Now, with all this money, who were some of the local nonprofits who participated?
Sure. We had 45 groups that sold tickets this year. Locally, we had the Elizabeth Public Library, of course, the Greater Elizabeth Chamber of Commerce. We had a lot of the local schools and churches also contribute. Covenant House. There were they ran the gamut between the social groups to the American Cancer Society, so everyone truly benefited from it.
Now, I think 2 weeks ago, Denise was on the show.
Yes.
And she discussed the Jersey Gardens 10th anniversary. Now, I know you're part of the original team that opened up the mall 10 years ago, and it seems like time is flying. It seemed like yesterday, right? Now, from your perspective of the marketing department, tell me some of the biggest changes you've seen or have been part of during these years.
Sure. Well, I think the biggest change for me is seeing how we've come in terms of tourists. I mean, we opened this mall, had no idea what the potential was in terms of the tourism market. And now look at us today. We've really put the city and even New Jersey on the map. If you ask people in Ireland about Jersey Gardens, they know all about us. So I think for me it's exciting to know that people around the world know who we are. And we've had visitors from over 120 countries come to this mall. So I think it's really exciting, not only for the city of Elizabeth, the state of New Jersey as well.
So true, because I've seen, or rather have phone calls from my relatives. We're about to get on the bus. We're coming from North Carolina. We're going to your state.
Absolutely.
So I'm really impressed with the work you're doing.
It is. You know, we have a Facebook page, and we get comments every day from people around the world, and they love them all. They come here because for them, they're saving so much money. So it's fun to see that, you know, they're really excited to come here and shop our center.
Now, you touched on it, but the charter bus traffic that brings shoppers to the mall, can you tell us more about that?
Sure. We get about 2,000 buses a year. These are organized tour groups. They're coming from all over the country. We do get a lot from the South. We get a lot from the Midwest, from Canada, from New England. And they're either coming down here possibly just for a day of shopping, or they may make a weekend out of it and go into the city and see a show, maybe stay in our local hotel, see some other attractions locally. So they're coming. It's 50 people on a bus. They're spending a lot of money when they come here. And again, they're really excited because they know they're going to save a lot of money when they come here too.
Now let's go back for a moment. We were talking about domestic travel and everything, but I know a few minutes ago you mentioned Ireland. Is there international travel happening here at the mall?
Huge international travel, and over the past 5 years, we've seen it increase double digits each year. Just this year to date, we're up about 37% over last year in international visits. Certainly Europe is huge for us, but we've seen it really diversify over the last couple of years. A lot of Asian countries now. South America is starting to come back. So it's fun to see on a daily basis all the different countries that we're visited by.
Now, as we know, 10 years has gone by just like a blink of an eye.
Yes.
And during your 10 years stay here, what has surprised you the most?
For me, it's been surprising some of the stores that have done so well. I'm not sure that we expected some of the higher end stores to do as well. They had the Neiman Marcus, the Saks. They're some of our best performing stores. And I think certainly with the economy today, it's the higher end shoppers are certainly looking to save money too. So those stores are doing really well. And I think the turnover of stores has surprised me as well. Right. We have about 50% of the stores that are original stores and the rest have turned over. And that's simply because as we grow and become more successful, the bigger stores are knocking on our door now to come into the mall, so we've been able to turn the merchants over a lot as well.
So if you had to share, based on your knowledge what others have said, stores that you thought would make it that didn't make it, and stores that you thought that would make it that didn't make it, which?
Well, the one that I really thought was going to be a huge success was Rainforest Cafe, and it was. Their company wasn't doing as well, so they closed the location, but we thought that was just a home run for our mall. So that was sort of disappointing to see that leave, but the higher end stores, the Kenneth Cole, Calvin Klein, all really great performers at our mall.
Now, one of my favorite stops at the mall besides the food court is the movie theater.
Sure.
Now, recently there's an IMAX movie theater opened up over there.
Absolutely. We're so excited because Elizabeth is now home to an IMAX theater, so that really is a big deal. The closest one was in Manhattan before.
Right.
We just opened it a few weeks ago. The Christmas Carol has been playing with Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
It's been a huge success. If you haven't been in an IMAX, it really is phenomenal to see because the screen's bigger, obviously the sound is much more dynamic, and it just really takes the movie to a whole new level. And of course, this season they're gearing up for some really big blockbusters in IMAX, so we're excited to be able to offer that now.
Now, Black Friday is just around the corner. When will the stores be opening this year? Well,
the entire mall will be open by 6 a.m. However, we do have about 20 or 30 stores that will be opening as early as 3 a.m. this year. So it's going to be a busy morning. I recommend if anyone's coming out shopping to get there before 7 or 8, because by 9 o'clock that parking lot will be mobbed. We have stores opening at 3. We have all the Tommy Hilfiger stores are opening at 3. The Gap stores are opening. So there will certainly be a lot of early morning shopping going on.
Opening at what time?
3 a.m.
In the morning?
In the morning. And I will be there, so if anyone wants to come out, please come out and say hello because we will be there too.
Wow. Now you're saying that someone is going to get out, really get no sleep and go straight to the ball to be there at 3 a.m.
I think that's the fun for a lot of people because it's almost like, it's just an all-night excursion. They get up, they go shopping, and then they're done by 9 o'clock. They're done. They can go back home, clean up from Thanksgiving, or go back to bed if they want to.
I'm about to say, I don't think they're going to go home and clean up. I think they're going home and take a nap.
But the savings are phenomenal that day, especially for the early birds, because a lot of stores will do an additional savings from 3 to 6, 3 to 7, versus what they would normally do that day anyway.
So since I have you here, and maybe I can get you, I can pry in a little bit, and you can give me an inside scoop of some of the upcoming discounts?
Let me check my list here. I do have some secret discounts that I'm able to release.
And
Carter's.
This is an exclusive that you
These
heard
are
right here.
exclusive. Released right here. Carter's is doing 50% off the store that entire day. Adidas, our newest store, is doing 30% off, but only until noon. So come out at 3 a.m. to get those discounts. Our Cool Kids outlet, which we're going to talk about a little bit as well, is doing 20% off the entire store. Our Tommy Kids and Tommy Hilfiger is doing 40% off the entire store. Huge savings. Nike 20% off. So it's really worth your while to come out that early and stock up.